doing well today, and I'm trying to get myself adjusted. There's a glare here. I think it's from the window nearby, but nonetheless, I have some really quick tips I want to share with you about how to speak more concisely when you are at work. I had a great conversation with a couple of my clients over the past few weeks, and this topic has came up quite a bit. So I wanted to share a few tips that have helped me on my journey to help my clients be able to communicate in a more concise manner whenever that time comes. So if you are new to me, my name is Dr. Jacinta Lamontai. I am the CEO of Excite Excellence Incorporated. And one of the things that comes up oftentimes when you are trying to communicate concisely is that you don't really know what it is specifically that you want to say. And the first tip that I would recommend for you if you're trying to really elevate your communication skills, which if you're watching this video or you're subscribed to my channel or you are following me on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, or any other platforms, then you will want to make sure that you're in a situation where you communicate better, which is why you follow me. But the first thing that you'll need to do is when you're trying to elevate your communication skills is to think about the conversation you're going to have and plan ahead. There is a certain amount of planning that you need to appear that you are speaking in a concise manner and that you understand what is actually being said and what is actually being discussed. So, what I tell my clients to do is to just take a few moments out of your day. Sometimes, if you're in back to back meetings, which happens a lot of times with the women in leadership that are following my channel, is to take a few moments right before your meeting, or if you have time to prepare the day before or the week before, just depends on your schedule. But think of the top three things or three topics, three areas that you want to address in your conversation. This will automatically show that you're a bit more prepared for the discussion that you are trying to have and really shows that executive that you want to portray yourself as, especially if you're trying to elevate your communication skills and communicate in a more concise manner. This also will help you when you are interviewing as well. So if you go into a job interview and you find yourself not knowing exactly what you want to say in the job interview, you're a little confused, then what I would recommend to do is to follow the same path and to think about your interview questions. Think about the aspects of your unique story that make you very, very special, and to also be able to get some insight on that. So, hello, I'll say hello as everyone's joining. I appreciate that. As Therian, I believe. Hello, hi, how are you? Nice to meet you. Thank you for joining. And so, so the interview process, use this technique as well to speak more concisely in an interview. So that is my first tip. And if you just joined, I'm talking to you all about how you can communicate more concisely at work or in an interview setting. So that is the first tip, is to really plan ahead and think about what it is specifically that you want to talk about in advance so you can be prepared. The second tip that I've found that has been very helpful to people when they're trying to really elevate their communication skills and communicate at that higher level, which if you're following my page and you are subscribed to my YouTube channel, then I know that this is important to you and I will help you get there. But the second tip is to communicate in a great way. What I recommend for you in terms of communicating in a great way is to eliminate slang or words that we say sometimes in the English language or whatever language you're speaking that may come across as being like slang. So I'm going to give you an example. A lot of times, and I do this myself, I've done this many times, but I've changed it up a bit, is instead of saying, yeah, yeah, I agree, okay, I would say, yes, I think that is a good idea. So I'm hoping that that will help you. So anything you say is slang, like, yeah, nah, I don't think so. Those type of words are words that people use, and there's nothing wrong with those words, right? There's nothing wrong with those words at all. However, if you're trying to elevate how you are communicating with other people and you want to speak more concisely, then you'll want to try to not use slang as much. This is something, especially if you're used to using it, depending on where you're raised and where you're from, it's hard to do. But if you practice every day and kind of catch yourself instead of saying, yeah, say, yes, I agree, or no, I do not, instead of nah, I don't think so, then that helps you to come across as being more concise when you are speaking to other people as well. So I want to say hello to everyone that has joined. Hi. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about your mom. Thank you so much for sharing. I hope that is helpful to you. Hope everything's, I know it's probably a transition, so I appreciate you for taking a few moments out of your time to learn more about how to speak more concisely at work or in an interview. So I appreciate you all for joining. And I want to know from you, what are some questions that you have about communicating concisely? What are some challenges that you've been facing? I'd be happy to share with you my 20 years of working as a C suite executive, a manager, and director. I've done hundreds of interviews. Had the opportunity to be featured on the news and give congressional testimony for the state that I reside in. So I'm here to really support you. And if you have any questions, just let me know. And I've also been a public speaker for 20 years. So I can kind of help you get some insights in terms of how you can articulate your message and speak in a more concise manner. So I'm going to go into my third tip for you, and I'll wait for any questions if you have any to help you elevate your communication skills. And that third tip would be to make sure that you pause in between your responses. Specifically, what I mean by that is oftentimes when we are trying to communicate with other people, there is a certain bit of nerves that's there. We're just kind of nervous, like we just want to say as much as we can and just talk as fast as we can because we just are so nervous, just like I did. But that's not the way you want to communicate concisely. When you're communicating in a more concise manner, the best thing for you to be able to do is to digest the information that's being said and pause. When you pause, it gives you the ability to create what I call space. It creates space for you as the speaker to be able to digest the information. It gives the person that you're speaking to the opportunity to digest the information and for there to be an exchange of thought to take place. Sometimes when you are speaking and we're really nervous or we're talking too fast, it's hard for us to even think about what is going on in our heads. And you may say, "Oh, I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean to say that." But if you pause and speak a bit more slower, it will give you the ability to appear that you are more concise and you know exactly what it is that you are trying to say. So these are some expert level tips that I have found that have helped a lot of my clients over the years to elevate their communication skills. I do have a really exciting offer for any of you that are interested. If you're watching this on the replay, it still will be available because I'm really trying to help as many people as I can, particularly the women in leadership, for the month of January to really kickstart their new year so they have an amazing 2025. But if you are at a point in your career where you know that you want to elevate your communication skills, but you're not exactly sure how you want to do it or what you should do, then I would offer you a communication skills audit. And so, what the communication skills audit is, and I'll have a link for it in the description below, this is an opportunity for you to get high level, high quality, high touch, customized support for myself to help you determine what are some aspects of your communication style that might be taken away from your message, or if there's any aspects of your communication style that may be showing a lack of confidence, and what are some tips or strategies that you can do to actually help you overcome those. So if there's something that you are interested in and you're ready to really take your communication skills to that next level, perhaps you have a promotion that you are going for, perhaps you have another job that you want to interview for, or you have a conversation coming up with a business associate where you need to increase revenue or increase your salary, or you have maybe a big project that you're really trying to sell and you're not feeling 100% confident in the way that you're communicating. Signing up for the communication skills audit is a fantastic way for you to get that customized support and to get a deep analysis into terms in terms of how you communicate. It's something that I have a lot of experience in. I've done many of these and I give a lot of feedback in terms of how you communicate in the written format, how you're communicating verbally, how you're communicating non-verbally. Are you displaying confidence? How are you displaying your executive presence? All of that is included in the communication skills audit. So if you're ready to really go to that next level, I will definitely help you get there. So I want to hear from you. What are some questions you have about being able to communicate more concisely? Have you had any challenging conversations? Put them in the comments below. If you've had some difficult conversations, you weren't sure how to have those conversations, or perhaps you would like to get some additional insight and you maybe had a situation that happened and you're trying to figure out exactly how can you communicate at a higher level. So if you have any questions, let me know. I want to know if any of this has been helpful for you. I'm sharing with you some secrets that people do not share. You may not hear on YouTube a lot, especially as it relates to how to communicate at that next level. There's a lot of talk about things, but it really comes down to having a certain level of expertise to really show you those behind the scenes secrets that a lot of people don't really talk about, that many people that are in leadership roles will be able to do. So if you don't have any questions, I appreciate you all for joining once again. Thank you for taking just a few moments out of your day to have the opportunity to speak with me and engage with me and talk to me a bit about some of your communication challenges that you've had. And I'm here really to support you. I did want to mention one thing that I do have coming up. So I have a poll, and I believe it's on, yes, on my YouTube, on my community page. And the poll itself talks about which skill you want to be able to improve by the end of quarter one. The reason why I have that on there is because I am going to be hosting a free, yes, I said free, comprehensive masterclass on that particular skill. I will say right now, the skill that has received the most votes on my different platforms is interview preparation and salary negotiation. I did a masterclass on salary negotiation last year that was very helpful. It is on my products page on my website if you want to purchase that. But my master classes are very, very good. There's a lot of exercises, there's a lot of conversations, and it will definitely be a tremendous help to you. So be sure to vote. Let me know which topic, which subject area you want to improve upon at the end of quarter one. And I'm going to look at the responses, and then I will send some communication out to everyone to let them know specifically which masterclass I'm going to be hosting on that specific topic. Now, if I end up having a tie, then what I'll do is I will probably end up doing both of them by the end of quarter one. So if you have any questions, let me know. Feel free to vote on the poll. Let me know which type of professional development topic area you want to learn more about. And I look forward to hearing you all in terms of your responses. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below and I'll help you out. I hope you have a great day. Bye for now.